right, we're now going to ask everyone to stand, and we're going to be presenting the colors. We're going to say the pledge of allegiance next, as soon as the boys get in position. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Boy Scouts. We appreciate that. The Boy Scouts have done a great job, and they also helped clean up the cemetery for us, so they've been a big help. My name is Mary Ann Douglas, and I am the president of the Davistown Meeting House Society. I'd like to welcome everyone to the 240th anniversary of the Coram hay burning. Today we'll learn about the history of America and the important events that took place in the town of Coram. One of the most daring exploits of the Revolution in Brookhaven town was planned and carried out by Major Benjamin Tallmadge in November of 1780. This was the burning of a 300-ton stack of hay at Coram, which has been collected by the British and captured the fort of St. George at Smith's Point, Mastic, which was constructed by the British with strongly barricaded houses on two angles, and the third angle was 96 square feet. According to a letter from General Washington to Mayor Tallmadge on November 11, 1780, he stated, "The destruction of the forage collected for the use of the British Army of Coram, Long Island, is of such consequence that I should advise the attempt to be made." Evidently, he considered the burning of the hay at Coram to be more important than the capture of the fort at Mastic. And that's just a little short synopsis, but as the narrator who spoke to you before, when we do the event, he's going to go into it more depth than that. There are some special guests that I would just like to give a shout out to.
So I just wanted to let everyone know how much I appreciate you coming out here today. You know, Marianne and the Historical Society, the Civic Association, you know, Irma and your crew, the fire department, even the school district. There's so many people that have been part of this event. And, you know, if it wasn't for your help and also your participation here right now, it wouldn't be as wonderful. There's so much history here on Long Island, especially here in Coram. And, you know, I live in Mount Sinai. We have the Benjamin Tallmadge Trail starting over there, going through, Mount Sinai, Coram, all the way down to the South Shore. So I encourage you to participate in some of those amazing places that are magically and historically available to you. So again, I don't want to spend too much time here, but I just want to encourage you, the folks that are here, whether you're a historical preservation specialist, and thank you Barbara Russell and then the folks here, or you're participating in your civic association, school district, or fire department, encourage your family, your friends, your neighbors to be part of the history, because we learn from the past to create a better future. And as you saw, the wonderful kids that were up here presenting the colors, we need to make sure they don't forget. They don't forget how special the United States is and will continue to be. And again, enjoy today. And again, Marianne and the Historical Society, the Davis House Society, I just want to thank you for the wonderful work that you've done. I got to tell you, Marianne was very persistent in pursuing grant money from Suffolk County. She was, I'll say, relentless. Marianne Douglas, can we give her a round of applause for the wonderful work that she does? Because it's people like Marianne, people like, again, I mentioned Irma Gluck, the Civic Association, the Fire Department, Dan Johnson. There's so many people, and forgive me for not mentioning you, that makes your community so special and so strong. And again, I'm here to help support you. There'll be other elected officials here. But let us know what you need, because if you don't know what you need, we can't address those problems. I'll mention to you, I know we've been working on the revitalization of the Coram Plaza, again, other historical areas within Coram. We can't always make it happen. We're looking at the house by McDonald's to try to preserve. We will still try to address that. But just let us know what you need, what you want, what your expectations are, and we will try to fulfill them. And again, thank you so much for coming out. God bless you, and God bless this wonderful country. Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce the town supervisor, Ed Romaine.
My thanks to Mary Ann and to the Davis Meeting House Historical Society for all of the work they do. Davis House for many years was the meeting house for our town, center of town government. Today, we remember an event, and I'm happy to see Mr. Davis's relatives are here today. Our history is a kind of a unique history. We're living through very strange times now. But take yourself back 240 years to 1780. We had lost the Battle of Long Island in 1776, the largest battle fought in the Revolution. And from that point on, Long Island was occupied by the British. Many from this island fled to Connecticut. And there, in 1780, in November, it's cold, they came across in whaleboats to do a raid. And they attacked the Manor of St. George, which is still there today. It's a beautiful site. You should go visit it. It's in Shirley. And it was a fort at that time that the British occupied, and they were able to defeat the British. But on the way, coming from Mount Sinai down to Shirley, they saw these hay piles. Now, if we were fighting a modern war, we'd be bombing their oil tanks, a mechanized war. But hay was the mechanized fuel of the 18th century. If you didn't have hay to move your oxen, to move your horses, you'd have all types of problems. And I see Emma Bleck, our civic president. Sometimes you don't recognize everyone with the masks. But after defeating the British, he swung back, and his men, and burned the hay. 300 tons of hay. It's a lot of hay, a lot of horses, and inflicted on the British a serious wound. In 1780, it would be another year before the Battle of Yorktown, the last major battle, would be fought, and another 3 years before the United States would finally sign a peace treaty with Great Britain, in which we would come to serve as a nation. We're in a little town on Long Island. Some people would say, and I would agree as supervisor of Brookhaven, that Coram is truly the heart of Brookhaven, right in the middle. And we gather today, 240 years afterwards, to remember what those men did in difficult times. Times that I would say, as difficult as our times are, their times were more challenging. Long Island was occupied for 7 years. Families were divided. Suffolk tended to be for the Revolution. Nassau, not so much. So throughout this island, there were divisions amongst families and among members. It was a difficult time, and we were under occupation, and the British did not view the people of this town, and people particularly of Suffolk County, as their friends. Thank God for them. Thank God for all those who stood Because of their bravery, because they stood, because they fought, because they believed, we exist as a nation today. And thank you to the Davistown Meeting House Society for all their work to remind us. We may live in difficult times, and truly we do. Witness the mask, the temperature checks, the concerns, the sanitation. So, we may live in difficult times, but it's nothing new for this country. We have persevered in the past, and we will persevere again. God bless this country. God bless all those who stand for our country. Thank you.
Irma, would you like to say a few words?
Don't tell yourself that. Yeah. Okay, look. Weeds.
Good afternoon, everyone. Oh, God, it's nice. I'm so glad to see such a turnout. I'm not going to go more into the history that was already spoken of and so forth, but I do want to profusely thank the Davistown Meeting House. They're a branch off of the Coram Civic Association, and we had to separate them because they had so many things to do. We had to make it a separate group. And Marianne and group have done a fabulous job. Okay, get out of here. And Bob Kessler also. Thank God he stepped in when we lost the other people that were able to do that, and the money and so forth. But it's continuing on. It looks great. It's too bad. Of course, there was nothing we could do about the fact that we are in a pandemic. So we have to be as careful as we can and so forth. But as soon as things get a little bit better, they will finish up the house. Also, too, I'm very grateful for being able to get closer and talk to the Davis family. Randall Davis, wonderful guy, who called me up and said, we have to do something about this, about getting this house. So, as all of this is part part of Coram, but this especially, if this didn't get as successful as it was, during the war and so on and so forth, we wouldn't all be sitting here. But there was a time many years back that we did try to burn the hay once before. Unfortunately, that did not work out, and that's how we were introduced to the Coram Fire Department, who got on board with us and said, oh, well, we better back you up, because this is not good. So thanks to, again, the Davis House folks doing a fabulous job, Bob Kessler, and everyone here to celebrate this moment in history is fantastic. Thank you very much.
Now, Gail Lynch Bailey, and she's from the Middle Island Civic Association. They're sort of our sisters because they're right to the right of us, right?
Right down the road, look.
Right down the
Right down
road.
the road.
Hi, everybody, and thank you, Mary Ann. I just want to very briefly thank everybody for being here. I want to thank the town of Brookhaven for allowing us to do this. It's not easy to have public events right now. So we are very grateful that we were able to do this. And the Davis House Society just really deserves such a round of applause from all of us right now because of this wonderful day and their efforts to preserve not only the house, but so much of local history. Now more than ever, when we are in the age of uncertainty, we need traditions and we need our history. The only way that we will continue to make America an even better, healthier, and happier place to live is for us to continue to preserve our history and to learn from it. And that is what today is all about. Thank you, and God bless everybody. God bless America. Stay healthy, everybody. Thanks.
And I would like to just say a shout out. We also have Barbara Russell, the town historian. Give us a wave, Barbara. And she's always a help to me when I'm trying to find out about some great person from the past. And give her a call and she'll help you out a lot. And I don't know if Sarah came from the Preservation Long Island. I guess she's not here as well. All right, so I just want to give special thanks to some people, because a lot of people worked very hard. First of all, Suffolk County Executive Steve Ballone and Sarah Anka, Suffolk County Legislature, for the omnibus grant that made this event possible, and to the Brookhaven Town Supervisor Ed Romaine and the Parks Commissioner Ed Morris. Special thanks also to the following people for the help, without which this event could not have been possible. This took us almost 2 years in the planning, believe it or not. Van Johnson and the Coram Fire Department. The PA system is by Anthony. Here we go. Kafkamuso. Oh, I almost got it. Anthony won't be mad. And Rita Newman, who is from the Anna Smith Strong chapter of the DAR. She's also here, and they're in costume today. The Honorable Huntington Militia, the 2nd Regiment of Light Dragoons, the 3rd New York Regiment, Cub Scout Pack 625 Middle Island, Boy Scout Troop 64 Coram. And then we have the group of people that met week after week. Trying to find a place to even meet was a hard thing to do. And we'd like to thank all on the committee. That's Diane Cartello, Gerard and Jamie DeSantis, Diane Fish, Andy Furling, Claire Gray, Ashley Grills, Robert Walker, Jean Hartland, Jean Hoff, Ellen Kushner, Van Johnson, and Chris Riley, Rita Newman, Marianne, and Marianne, how do you pronounce your last name? Where is my Marianne? There she is. She's taking all the pictures today. And Millie Zimmerman, they were all on there. So now